and even use Christian teaching to justify enslaving others is truly hard to fathom. And you'd think that anyone suffering under this system would reject such a faith out of hand.
I could only imagine how white people think. This is amazing, though horrible. They are actually still brainwashed and believe in white supremacy through faith in Jesus. What he's basically saying is that no black person, logically, no black person should be a Christian.
Enslaved people heard a lot of sermons about slaves be obedient to your masters, but they also heard the stories about Moses leading people to freedom, and they loved those stories.
We internalize these stories and put ourselves in the stories. So we put ourselves in a position where we now interpret the Bible as a book describing Black or African history when it is not. But we did this to survive so that we could have something to hope for.
And small children to be sold separately or in lots to suit the convenience of the purchaser. And that immortal soul can be sold, leased, mortgaged, exchanged for groceries or dry goods to suit the phases of trade or the fancy of the purchaser.
The idea of taking a family and splitting them apart and selling them to the highest bidder. The idea that you were not considered fully human, nor was I. The idea that we can be bought and sold and mortgaged as property. And the Bible endorsed such behavior because where do you think white slave owners got the idea that it was okay to enslave us? It is offensive that you would hold to the very poison that was used to attempt to destroy us. We have more churches in our communities than anywhere else, but we're still at the bottom of the totem pole. To this day, there are blacks who will fight to keep the white Jesus hanging on their wall. And then you have those of the black liberation theology position. Well, God is black. Jesus was black. It doesn't change the unethical behavior of the God of the Bible. And if God was black, I really have a problem with him. And I still wouldn't serve that God of the Bible because it doesn't change the fact that he's a tyrant and he stood by and allowed a people to be enslaved, mutilated, murdered, and even until this very day.